What is your favorite fruit?
My favorite fruit is, we were talking about whatever's in season, right? But, you know, actually mango. Mango is one of my favorite fruits. I grew up in Cancun, Mexico, and whatever mango season came in, I would just devour those things. They were so, so good.
What's it called? Star fruit? Yeah, that's amazing. That's like the most amazing thing ever.
I would have to say a mango. I really enjoy the sweetness, the thickness, even cutting a mango and the enjoyment of cutting a mango and scoring it and popping it out. It's just a playful fruit and the sweetness of the fruit. I just really enjoy getting stuck in on a mango.
Okay, my favorite fruit is called Rollinia, and I tried it the first time in Hawaii last year when I visited with my friends. Picking it straight from the tree, trying it, and it literally tastes like peach cobbler, just on its own. It's the most... I love that fruit.
That's good.
My favorite fruit is an apple, and I can eat it like 7 apples per day, and it's the best snack I ever have. And I feel like I'm the apple. Like some of my friends call me an apple because I'm sweet and a little bit crunchy outside.
Favorite fruit is durian for sure. I was in Asia this summer. I got to travel to a durian farm and have some of the most delicious durian. Here at the Woodstock Fruit Festival, it's like an unlimited quantity. Me and my friends Sergey and Matt, we just been devouring durian like crazy, more than anyone else I think. And it's a fatty fruit. It's also sweet, and there's nothing really like it. A lot of people don't like the smell. I can understand that, but once you get hooked, you're hooked.
Mangoes! I love mangoes because they're so delicious and juicy, and they're amazing. They're like the nectar of the gods.
My favorite fruit is a fruit that is ripe in front of me on the tree that I get to pick and eat. I don't really care what it is. I just want the ripest fruit possible because I think the state of fruit today in Canada or even the US when you go to a grocery store is terrible. You know, for example, peaches, they got to pick them early. They're still rock hard. You know, they're not juicy. They never really fully ripen once they've been picked. They get soft, but they don't increase in sweetness. And it's just, and the quality of the fruit that you buy in the store is just really bad. I mean, there are exceptions. You can get some really good fruit, but here at the Woodstock Fruit Festival, I've been testing the fruit that they're serving us here, and the majority of it is in the poor or average, you know, category, and it's not really even that good. And that's what you guys, that's a reflection of what you guys are buying at your local grocery store. So for this reason, I encourage you guys to visit farmers markets. Generally, you're going to get a little bit higher quality there. You should also test the fruit that you're buying to make sure it's the highest quality. And also, you know, the best way is to grow your own and then only pick it when it's fully ripe. And also be sure to put the best fertilizers and nutrients like trace minerals in the soil so that you can have the fruit that tastes the best.
First off, I love all fruits. I would never single one of them out. But if I had to pick one fruit to eat, it all depends. If I could only eat one fruit, I would pick the banana. But it's not my favorite fruit. I like, you know, ripe strawberries or ripe mangoes. Stuff with a little more sweetness to it. But, I mean, if I only had to pick one, I would only eat bananas. But my favorite fruit is probably strawberries and mangoes. Blueberries, I love grapes. Picking one off the top of my head, I'm going for strawberries. Ripe strawberries when they're in season.
My favorite fruit is mangoes by far. I actually haven't been to the tropics too far. Well, it's not totally true. I went on vacation once to Aruba, which I guess is the tropics. And I was staying at a hotel that actually had a fruit bar every morning, unlimited fruit because it was an all-inclusive trip. And they had sliced mangoes that were really good. So I kind of I was like mango man the whole week there. I had like mangoes for breakfast and like mangoes for lunch.
I love figs so much for a variety of reasons. I think it actually gets kind of meta and spiritual with me because my original family name is Feigenbaum, my last name, which means fig tree in Polish. But I really do love figs. I love like juicy, jammy, August or July Black Mission figs.
It's hard to say favorite fruit, of course, because, you know, they're always different and with what you have. So I'd say my top 5 favorites are Rollinia, Mammy Sapote, Durian, watermelon if it's really good because of water content.
Coconuts are really up there right now. Durian is a big one. I think durian.
Cherries.
because I also like to use it as a lip stain. So it doubles as makeup and something sweet to eat.
Mangoes, there's just so many different varieties of mangoes. I barely even scratched the surface, probably only had maybe 10 different varieties in my life. And they're so juicy, and I mean, you can get some that are stringy, some that aren't. And they're just so incredibly sweet. When they're ripe and in season, it's almost the only thing I eat.
Wow, that's a good question. The Twalfo mangoes. The Twalfo mangoes. The yellow mangoes, sometimes they're called champagne mangoes. They're a little bit smaller. They never get stringy. Like the big red and green mangoes can kind of get stringy and funky. The little yellow ones never get stringy. They are so sweet. They just melt in your mouth. In fact, I'm jonesing for some yellow mangoes right now.
If I was stuck on an island my whole life and could only have one fruit, I would definitely want to be stuck on a banana island. I think I could eat bananas every day and be happy about it. Possibly melons, as well as mangoes are just absolutely amazing as well.
I would say my most favourite fruit is durian. Durian is a tropical fruit from Southeast Asia. Probably some of you haven't heard of it, and many of you have, I'm sure, that watch Jason's videos. But durian is very different to other fruits. It's got a bit of a higher fat content. It's very creamy, very sweet at the same time, and it just has a lot of chemical, I don't know what it is, special chemicals in it, some kind of magic in it that makes you feel great and makes everyone just enjoy it so much and love to share it with people. So if you ever get a chance to get some durian, especially if you're out in Southeast Asia, somewhere like that, then try and find some really good durian and give it a few tries. You know, don't give up on it. Give it a few tries and you'll learn to love it as well.
Champagne mangoes. Actually, no. Whatever's seasonal. I don't know. That's a hard question.